Hey, friends. Episode 5, Part 2's mission, High Energy, caused me to completely crash out, and I wonder if I'm alone. Spoilers ahead. High Energy is a timed gauntlet. The quest giver, Atwood, is definitely selling you on time is of the essence, go, go, go.
Whatever important thing you think you need to do, I promise you, it's not more important than this. This might be the most important thing anyone has ever done. In each of the 3 substations, you should be able to find a bank of physical switches. And, with any luck, we'll have power. If you take too long, pressure will build up in the system and probably create a catastrophic explosion. You need to be back before the next aurora.
You have a narrow window to get to 3 substations and then back to Suzuki Tower. You have fixed time to get to each, and at least in my case, excess time from one leg did not carry over to the next. For me, this was a throwback to our old Hopeless Rescue Hunted 1 speedruns, and it felt very familiar. And time was definitely more than sufficient to get to each leg, but with some trade-offs. After pulling the lever, sometimes hot steam appears that obstructs your path. Time is treated so of the essence that you are asked to decide whether to eat up time going through a crawl space to avoid damage, which really isn't necessary, or eat the burn in the name of saving precious minutes. That's how crucial and urgent the moment is presented to be. But on the other hand, before you can leave each station, you must have a forced, unskippable phone conversation that eats 17 minutes of your mission time, and the dialogue occurs in a very slow, casual pace with extraneous dialogue that does not match the urgency expected of you. At points, Will insist that we need to hurry up or we won't make it.
I'm going too slow. I'm gonna run out of time.
And during the final phone conversation, it eats up 17 of your 90 minutes for returning to the tower, while Atwood in the background criticizes you for wasting time.
Tell that man to stop fooling around and get back here on the double. I gotta go. If the big aurora appears before...
I'm willing to accept that this may be a bug, in which case I don't understand how it made it through. Could also argue that maybe they factored in the 17 minutes and the time they gave you, but then that means the time you're being shown is illusory. It's not really your time to use. And it doesn't change the fact that the slow, casual nature of this conversation, slow, excessive, jokey, it doesn't really match the moment. And it creates this tonal clash where I'm being asked to rush, and I want to, but the game won't let me, and then the time I lost, it feels like it needs to come from somewhere, especially when it's 17 of 90 minutes. Now, in my case, the time came from spending time enjoying this new fog and thinking about the dreamy, semi-intoxicated dialogue, which is such a shame. I started this mission enjoying it, meeting the moment, really excited about it, and then spent the second leg onward anxious and fretful because of the time costs not within my control and being asked to be more urgent than the game itself would allow. Want to call Jace while you're in this wolf struggle too? Ultimately, it caused me to overstimulate and I needed a break. And when I came back for the next mission, I found myself being criticized while going down a tunnel as if I was doing something wrong.
Look for the console with the big wheel on it. Come on, Mackenzie.
How am I supposed to find anything down here? There's gotta be a way through here.
So I proceeded to stop and go back to the first wheel, awaiting further instructions over 15 real-life minutes, because the mission time was now in real time. The journal entry offered no new guidance, and when time finally struck down, the mission just failed. Turns out I was going the right way. I was just required to eat Jace's barb, and Will's suggestion that he was actually lost. I will stop short of criticizing anyone in particular because that isn't really the point, and I have nothing at stake in doing so. I didn't wait 4 years for this. I retired and moved on. Criticism would mean nothing from a has-been from yesteryear who just showed up at the right time to stroll down memory lane. And who is to say that what I'm saying here doesn't just boil down to me being a freak, and the things I'm relaying are not at all relatable. It's a you problem, RB, not a game problem, in which case, fair enough. So instead, by way of humble self-report, I will submit to you that this is not the experience that I want. and it damn sure isn't the last thing I want to leave in honor of old friends, 6,000 hours, and old time's sake. So I think at a minimum that I'm going to wait. And for that, I respectfully apologize. Thank you so much for your time.